absolute peak of human perfection. Human perfection. Human perfection.
Good evening and welcome to QTV. I'm Michael James.
I'm Sharon Mulheron.
And I'm this week's guest host, Kate Mackey.
Hi, Kate.
Hi, how you going?
Good. Welcome here.
Thank you. It's great to be on the couch.
What do you do? Tell us about you.
I'm a performer, singer, a couple of different bands in and around Brisbane, and tonight enjoying being a guest host here at QTV.
Excellent. We've also got another guest here tonight, and that would be Chad St James, who is the winner of the Queensball Activist of the Year Award. He's on the couch with Michael.
That's right. Chad is invading my couch this evening and joining me for the entire program.
I don't know what your husband would say.
Shocked and horrified. Now, thank you very much for joining us, Chad. You, aside from your activism work, you've been out and about doing your documentary. And what else have you been up to?
Writing and working and trying to make money while you're being creative. It's a cruel life.
Excellent. Well, most of the Brisbane community would know Chad from a lot of his activist work, primarily your interesting costumes at the marriage equality rallies. I was so disappointed this year. I was looking for another one. Nothing has managed to top the cake.
Yeah, no, once you get a non-gender wedding, like I thought Glitter Jesus was really good.
I love Glitter Jesus. We need to get photos of that.
Yeah, a lot of people did not like it.
He was amazing. Well, Chad and Kate will both be joining us tonight. But first we need to get into the news for this week. Now, just when the world thought that Russia couldn't get any more oppressive and backwards, they've decided to prove us wrong. Last week, the Russian parliament passed a new legislation ban that called for homosexual propaganda to be illegal. That was to stop any use of the media or the internet to suggest that relationships are equal to heterosexual ones.
So anyone who holds gay pride events, speaks in defence of gay rights, or teaches teens about safe gay sex will face fines and jail terms.
And one of the bill's authors, Yelena Mizulina, said that the traditional relations are relations between a man and a woman, and these relations need special protection.
I think they should have special protection. Relationships between men and women should stay between men and women, and relationships between gay partners should stay between gay partners.
I completely back that up, actually. Like, I have no interest in, like, a heterosexual relationship. Like, no offence, ladies. You just don't have what I'm looking for.
Well, I'd have to say likewise. I've got myself a beautiful wife, and that's all I'm interested in, actually.
Lovely. Now, there's always gay issues in the church. I love this one. Pope Francis, as earlier this week, acknowledged what he called a gay lobby operating inside the Vatican.
Wow, well, we've got a lobby-related person here tonight. But most recently, gay lobby case that we've heard of in the church was when Benedict retired in February, having been worn down by corruption scandals, including a network of gay priests inside the Vatican who used blackmail to influence and trade in state secrets.
Now, a Vatican historian, Alberto Maloney, has commented that he's right to talk about it. He says, if no one talks about it, it's a powerful weapon. This is a question of blackmail and blackmailability, not homosexuality.
So what they're saying essentially is that there's secret homosexuals in the Catholic Church and they're getting paid off to keep it a secret.
Well, if I was a Catholic in the Vatican and they came up to me with their little, like, oh, are you gay? I'm like, no, I'm Catholic. It's completely different.
Now, there's been an interesting song that we've all been listening to earlier today. Now, it's by Jade Leonard, a Melbourne singer-songwriter who has written a theme song titled Equal Love for the marriage equality movement. Now, after attending many Equal Love rallies for the Australian GLBTIQ community.
Look, this song is available to purchase on iTunes. 100% of the profits go directly to Equal Love marriage equality campaigns. So I think that's great.
Yeah.
I like the song too.
Yeah.
But
And now there's actually video as well, which it has been released for the Equal Love song, and it's launched on YouTube. So be sure to check it out if you haven't already.
And you can sing along and dance to it.
What did you think of it?
Yeah, now I've listened to it, and unfortunately, you got to back this song up and you got to compare it with game changers like Macklemore's Same Love and Ryan Amador's Define Me, which are just brilliant. Comparatively, it's like the hillbilly cousin of Same Love.
But what I did appreciate was, for gay artists, there was no auto-tune. You don't get that very often, and I think that's very important because auto-tune's a bit too much. It's not catch-up.
Might not have the deep sentiments of the Macklemore tune, but definitely it's got all the catchphrases.
It's got the heart there.
A good one for a rally.
We're certainly very, very positive. Now, last week, we had a pop rock sensation and an LGBT activist, Cyndi Lauper. Now, she won a very special honour, which was a Tony for the best score for her debut musical, Kinky Boots.
She also made it into the Tony Awards history for being the first solo woman to win the award. And Kinky Boots garnered 13 nominations and won 6 of the awards, including the Best Musical.
And after accepting her award, she commented, "I guess I'm the first woman, so maybe I'd do it for my mother and my grandmother, who could not have careers, and for all the women that'll follow me, because there's certain to be a lot of them."
I love
We're pretty
Cyndi.
tops.
Yeah, me too. Saw her in concert a few years ago. Fantastic.
She's pretty fabulous.
Now, talking about Cyndi Lauper, the details for the 2013 Brisbane Pride Festival are still being organised, but this year's theme is True Colours. So I think that's a really great thing. Now, from what we understand, there's a really high chance that this year's Brisbane Pride Festival will be held at New Farm Park. So hold with us. We'll definitely confirm this next week for you, but this is breaking news. So we just thought that we'd let you in on it.
Yes, and there may be a new location for the rally as well that's going to put us even more dead set centre, giving us more awareness and going to create a really great rally that will hopefully march us straight down to New Farm Park.
Would it be in Queen Street Mall? Because I believe that's where we need a rally.
I wish it was. But I can tell you it's going to be good anyway. It will be good.
And just to backtrack on Cyndi, I actually think that she's slated to be doing a Brisbane show early September. So who knows with the dates syncing up with Pride.
That would be awesome.
We need someone looking that up,
I
actually.
think
We will look
September
that up.
13, perhaps she
I
might
think
be.
a certain someone's on the committee that's supposed to be looking for entertainment, so I know who I'm going to be calling. Now, that's all we've got time for the news for this week. So if you have any stories or issues that you would like to see covered, make sure you leave a message on our Facebook page or send us a tweet. We are live tweeting right now throughout the duration of the show, so you can catch us on all of our Twitter handles or just simply tweet at QTV Brisbane. And if you want to email us, you can email qtv@31.com.au. Now stay with us, we'll be right back for more after this short break from QTV. Welcome back to QTV. Now it's time for a bit of a Chad Fest. We're going to get to know Chad St James. Now, the most recent place everyone's going to know you from is, of course, the Queen's Ball Awards, which were last weekend, where you managed to walk away with the Activist of the Year award. You have it here, don't you? Of course you do. Yay!
I felt so special.
You beat me for that one, but I will forgive you. But tell us a little bit about the journey that brought you to, I suppose, that award. What is it that everybody has recognised you for that you've been doing?
Well, I do a lot of work with Equal Love Brisbane.
Yep.
And so I help out with a lot of their rallies, that kind of thing. But I think what I've kind of become known for is being the person that seems to offend and confront people with certain points.
Never.
I mean, the first rally I went as Glitter Jesus, and there's video footage of me going head to head with a bunch of religious people screaming at a bunch of 16-year-olds.
You glitter bombed them. That
was not me. I did not glitter bomb. That was a 14-year-old.
Now, it's true, you've also been as a wedding cake, haven't you?
A non-gender wedding cake, yes.
Of course, non-gender wedding cake, that would be...
But that offended people too, because allegedly you're taking a traditional religious symbol. I mean, I just thought if you've got gays,
It's
cake, and love has no gender, put that together.
Seriously, if you went as a mud cake, you would have got issues as well for...
Oh, I would have been
being
racist
chocolate.
then.
Exactly, so we...
Yeah,
no, that's just...
One thing I've learnt with activism is you either piss a lot of people off or you make a lot of people happy, but it's never everyone.
Yep.
Yeah. That's
And at the end of the day, I just look at it this way. Well, I'm not trying to be anyone's voice. If you want to be a voice, go out, make some noise. If not, don't give the people the hard time that are actually doing stuff. Because I think that's the big thing that gets under my grill. But yeah, so I get involved with a lot of the rallies. I cause a lot of trouble. I cause a protest in Parliament. That was fun.
Yes, Channel 10 News. I saw
Have you
that
ever been
one.
arrested, Chad?
No! And you know what? I think this is the big issue with the whole LGBT rights at the moment. LGBTI rights at the moment.
Q.
Q. Oh my goodness.
LGBTIQ.
But Q sums it all in my opinion. But
It's
anyway, let's not get into that. But I think, what were we talking about?
Being arrested.
Oh, you're being
Being arrested.
No, the big thing is, I don't think they're going to arrest anyone. Because the minute they do that, they create a martyr. Because I'll be honest, I've done some pretty bad stuff just to try and get a point across. And
I think a lot of people would be surprised to hear that you haven't been arrested.
I know there's been rumours that I have been arrested.
Yeah.
Like, my friend was at Sporties and they've called me up going, oh my God, I just heard you got thrown in jail today because of the rally. I'm like, no, I'm down at the Wickham having a beer.
Talking about having a beer and having a celebration and all that sort of things. You recently nearly got married, right?
Yes.
And I was there. It was a really wonderful day, but I haven't had a chance to talk to you about it. So tell me what it was like from your experience.
Okay, so it was a stunt to prove a point about the Marriage Act, because the Marriage Act defines marriage between a man and a woman, doesn't say anything about them being gay. So I was just simply trying to prove a point that, you know what, publicly, gays can get married. They just can't marry the person they love. And if that's not a joke on the sanctity of marriage, I don't know what is. So I orchestrated this beautiful wedding with my lesbian friend, and I had my little motivations on the day, but my plans didn't quite unfold how I expected, especially when Kristen got down on her knees and proposed to a girlfriend, which I cried like a little. It was so emotional.
so
Everyone was
beautiful.
crying. It was great. Like, that was like one of the highlights of the film that I'm currently working on, and it unfolded in a way a lot better than I could ever hit. Like, the thing I learned from that day is love you can't plan. It's unexpected,
Exactly.
and you can't control it no matter how much you'd like to try.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it was a beautiful day, and Kristen and Barbie had like a commitment ceremony,
Aw,
and it was
cute.
just, yeah, it was
So,
great.
Chad, you just touched on then the film that you are currently working on, which actually led into one of our next questions, which was some of your current projects, and if you wanted to tell us a little bit about the documentary that you're
Yeah.
currently undertaking.
Not a problem. I started working on a doco as like a project for college, and because I study film and television, and it was called Love Like Yours. And the whole point was it was going to be this big political movie that goes, Australian government sucks and we should have equal rights, and it was going to be very angry. And from the first big interview I did, I realised that's not what it was going to be like. I interviewed a trans friend, Rachel, and her story just breaks my heart. She's been married 24 years. She married as a guy, but she's been making the whole transition period, all that. And she can't change her gender marker on her certificate unless she divorces her wife.
That's terrible.
Now, the big thing for me is I'm a cliched romantic. I believe in marriage. I don't believe in the Marriage Act. And so I believe when you make a vow to someone that you want to spend the rest of their life, sickness and in health, death do us part, not till I get the snip. And you know what? It's a blunt way of saying it, but sorry.
But isn't that what the church stands for? The church stands for marriage till death do you part, and you're supposed to live together through everything that you go through. And to turn around and tell someone they have to get divorced just to be who they are is like, that's like saying, oh, you lost your children and now you've got no children because they tragically died in an accident or something, and now that you're not parents anymore, you shouldn't be married either because we're all here to get married to have kids. Like, it's just stupid.
Like, the thing that annoys me with the Marriage Act is love has no part of it. Like, I could marry Kristen and it was all legal. It was all legal right down to I had to have a birth certificate, all that. But we did not have to love each other.
Not a birth certificate.
No, I had to have a birth certificate.
Oh, you had to
get
have one to get
that.
married.
Like,
okay.
it was all complete legit and legal. And the fact that we did not have to love each other. Now, I hate when the LGBTI community gets told we're like making a joke of the sanctity of marriage. No, the Marriage Act is. quite simply.
It's so true.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Sorry.
just talking about a joke, I'm just wondering, can we ask you the quick 6 questions that make this light this up a little bit?
Stole that from me. Sharon.
Okay, sorry.
Very
Okay,
good.
now I'm scared.
It's
Well-
Chad's quick 6.
Yes. All right. Let me get started with it. Right. If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
Oh, I did this one the other day. What's the telekinesis one that...
Read minds?
Oh, mind reading.
Well, no,
Mind control?
Xavier.
Mind
He
control.
does
Okay.
everything, though. he levitates and all sorts.
I want to
Quick
know.
6. Okay. Now, what's the best costume you've ever worn?
I would have to say the non-gender wedding cake.
Oh, yes.
It was
Love it.
quality.
That was so pretty cool, and that leads straight into what I was going to ask you. What did you have for lunch yesterday?
Please say cake.
Oh,
Non-gender wedding cake.
no, I didn't. I don't know if I ate lunch yesterday.
Oh, poor
There you go,
Chad,
no lunch.
didn't eat. All right, so that's going to lead into my next question. If I was to pop over to your place tomorrow, would you actually have any food in the pantry to give me something to eat?
Yes, I would, because my housemate Lucas makes sure I try to eat these days because he's taking me to the gym. So there is food there, but it's usually if he cooks it.
Seems like I'm still on the food tangent. My question was, with your group of friends, casual night in the house or fine dining out somewhere?
I like the casual night in the house. 'cause you
Shoes
get-
off.
Yeah. Shoes off. 5 bottles of wine. Who cares about the food?
Or if you did
Moderation,
go out
good.
for dancing, disco hits or old funk classics for you on
Old
the
funk
dance
classics.
floor? Yes. A man after my heart.
Love it. Now, that
Be
is the
careful,
end
I'm
of
not on the
the
fence.
not so quick 6. But thank you very much for participating.
No problem.
Now, Chad, you're still going to be with us to continue the rest of the program after this very, very short break. So stay tuned and don't forget, tweet us at QTV Brisbane right now. We'll be back after this short break. Welcome back to QTV. Now, there's always lots happening around town, lots coming up this week and the weeks following, so we're going to give you a bit of a rundown. Now, Sharon, first of all, tell me about the women on push bikes. I think that's what it is.
There's a new
Bicycle.
group of women who are going to be meeting this Saturday. So tomorrow morning, if you're watching this Friday night, if you happen to be watching this and it's Monday night, it was a couple of days ago, and you'll have to find out when the next one is from their website. But they're going bush bike riding. It's going to be near the ferry terminal at 3 p.m. They're calling themselves the Queer Women's Push Bike Crew.
Cool.
So yeah, push bike riding, workshop, running, super electric group.
Wait. Ferries and bikes. Sorry.
We've lost Chad.
Now you know why I was laughing when we came back from the
Everyone
last
loves a
segment.
town bicycle.
Chad.
If you don't have a bike, why don't you grab one of City Council's
Yeah,
City Cycle.
Campbell Newman funded it. No one uses it. One way to get used
We've
to
got
it.
had a
another
go, they
$3
were
million
great.
going in them. There you go.
Right, look, that's the new thing that's happening in town. But if you want to do something that's old and, well, not old as in old and
Michael.
decrepit.
I'll have you know, you're older than me, sunshine. But you could certainly help with the Healthy Communities History Action Group, Sharon.
Yeah, the Healthy the Healthy Community
that's
let
like
us
a
in.
square.
History Action Group are having a event on as well, where they're going to be talking about Brisbane queer history, and that's on Saturday the 29th of June from 1 till 5 p.m. And I'm presuming that it's at Healthy Communities, 30 Helen Street.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
So this Sunday, the 23rd, so unfortunately, if it's Monday night and you're catching the show, yesterday it was on, but yeah, this Sunday from 3 p.m. till late, there's a fantastic community event on to celebrate equal love. Squirt will celebrate equal love in this gorgeous Brisbane city that we live in. There's going to be fabulous entertainers, from beauties to tragedies, they say, and everything in between. So you don't even have to have dinner or lunch before you go there. They'll bring the food to you. There's canapes included in your ticket price.
Do you know who's going to be there? Martini Ice is going to be there. She was the winner of Drag Queen of the Year.
Very
and
nice.
I do believe our two boys
yes.
over here.
I think
gonna be
Michael
here.
is our host for the event. So it's at River Life
And I'm gonna be
Brisbane.
getting drunk.
You're going to be getting drunk. Excellent. So I'm going to be emceeing on the microphone, and Chad will be hanging precariously off the side of the stage with a glass of wine.
Squirt it, Michael! Squirt it!
I believe there will be cocktails on offer, so
What
you might be a
time
little
does
bit
it
more
start?
drunk.
I think
It's about a 3
3
p.m. kickoff, and it'll go till late-ish. It's sort of around about the 9 o'clock mark. It's that good that lead in to Fluffy, if you will.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, it's not the only kick-off this weekend, of course.
No, it's
Is
not
there
the only
another kick-off this weekend?
There is a kick-off this weekend as well. Now, I'm wearing with pride tonight my Brisbane Hustlers t-shirt.
Everyone loves a
I've
guy
already
with balls.
decided I need a
Yes.
Hustlers shirt of my own.
Go the Hustlers! Now, we played on the weekend it was supposed to be my first game. I didn't end up playing. So, as you can imagine, we didn't actually win that game because I wasn't there.
That's right.
What can you say?
Star performer.
We have celebrated our first win, though, as we know, and our award. So we'll be playing again this weekend. It's at Goodna at the Evan Marginson Oval or something like that.
Goodna.
Goodna, it's out like on the edge
Don't
of... It's
say
the armpit
that.
of
It's in a really
Ipswich,
good
pretty
part of
much.
town, people. A really
Switch
good
or
part.
canoes. Awesome.
Yeah, excellent. So you can
It's
come and
not
watch us
all
go
the
up
way to
against Goodna, which is kind of watching us play against a team of Westinghouse freezers. They're absolutely intimidating, and I'm hoping that I don't end up with any broken bones. So you can catch that at 3 p.m. Saturday at the Evan Marginson Oval at Goodna. Now, this one is a very interesting one, which I have to tell you about. Come and join the weird and wacky folks of Queer and Redlands on another road trip somewhere west of the plains as we bring a little city queerness to the bush.
Ooh.
It's happening on the 3rd of August at 11 p.m. until the 4th of August at 2 p.m. Now they say here, well, we've conquered sheep racing in 2012. Now it's time to hit the big stuff with camel racing in 2013.
Everyone loves a good hum.
One or two, Chad.
Yes.
I like 3 in one night.
Oh, of course
So
you do.
that's going to be queer camel racing. You did hear that correctly. From the 2nd to the 4th of August at the Tara Showground. Now, Tara is located 2 hours northwest of Toowoomba, or 3.5 hours from Brisbane. You turn left off Chinchilla Tara Road into Showground Road. That's something not to be missed. I would actually drive 3.5 hours to go out and see queer camel racing.
But not only that, you're doing it with the group from Queer and Redlands, and they are a really good little social group. Well, not little, they're huge actually. They're a big, huge social group out in the Redland Bay area of Brisbane. So they do something every year.
I hear about them all the time.
Can I
They're
just say
always
there's
doing
one
things.
more thing that's coming up as well, and that's a cultural event for us ladies
Yes.
who like ladies.
Yes.
What happens if I tuck it in?
Oh, look, darling, you can go too. It's not just for the girls.
ladies. No.
You know, look, the heterosexual guys might like some of this stuff
well,
as well.
You're
So,
right. So it's at the Graydon Gallery in New Farm
On the 5th of July?
5th of July,
Yeah.
yep, from 6 p.m. So there's artists from Brisbane and all around the world celebrating the beauty of the female form.
now, as far as I know, they're going to have sculptures, and I think it's going to be all different kind of artwork. That's the vibe I got from it. So,
Yeah. So it
not
should
that I got a vibe from it, just clarifying that. I don't know. Maybe they're going to
Maybe
have one of them
not.
too.
No.
You'll have to go along, ladies,
So
and check it out.
Yeah, and the display is going to be from July 2nd until the 7th, but the celebration night is on the 5th of July. So that's from 6 p.m.
Well, that sounds very interesting for everyone except us.
Well, I like boxers. I wear them.
Now, Chad, you're going to have about 15 to 20 seconds now to tell me about what you've got coming up.
Oh, okay. 15 seconds. All right. So
5
17th of August, the next Equal Loves Marriage Equality Rally. They're getting bigger. They're getting funner. We're causing more trouble. I can
Prepping your
tell
outfit.
you.
That's at
already.
Queen's Park in the city?
Yes, it will be at Queen's Park, and strongly recommend coming because we're planning a few little more things to really get noticed, and I think with an election year, that's what you need to do.
Excellent.
So easy to get there too. Just jump off the bus. You're right there. It's
Yeah,
a
don't
fantastic
try and
location.
park.
And
And
if you-
don't drive over 40 k's an hour in the city. I'm just saying. 'Cause I
And if you've
learned-
been at the casino all day anyway, you can just stumble out.
Exactly. Or better yet, make someone else drive you. I don't drive.
Works well. I've been saying to everybody for this year, for the next rally, I want to see everybody bring 3 straight friends that haven't come before.
You know
know
what?
what?
I say screw that. I say go 5.
Actually, the
4, they
first
fit in
rally
the
I
car.
went to, my
Okay,
best
4.
friend, her hubby, and the little baby came in the pram, and they marched alongside my partner and I. It was fantastic.
Or just grab some randoms on Queen Street Mall on your way up. Say, hey, guess what? We're going to a big party up the road. Come with us.
See, that's the thing with the whole rallies, though. It's important that we get as many people there because it's not just a LGBTI issue. It's an everyone issue.
Of course.
Absolutely. Perfect way to surmise that. Now, I have to thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
And we all have to go and say goodbye. So I hope you've enjoyed your time with us. We've certainly enjoyed having you on board.
It's been fun and entertaining. What are you having me next?
We shall see. So
Hey,
thank
great
you
having
to
you here too.
Thank you so much. I've had a fantastic time on the couch with you guys this evening.
And
Hi,
I love
Matthew.
your
We still
hair.
love yous. Can't help it. I miss
Yes,
Matthew.
we
He's my
do
couch
miss-
I'll pretend to be-
potato.
Yeah.
We do miss Matthew. He is finishing traipsing around Europe over the next couple of weeks. He'll be back soon. But thank you all for joining us tonight. Make sure you stay in touch with us via all of our social media outlets. We will see you next week. Thank you very much. I'm Michael James.
I'm Sharon Mulheron.
And I'm your guest host for this evening, Kate Mackey. Thanks for having me.
And we will see you next week.
Advance to the absolute peak of human perfection. Human perfection. Human perfection.